Welcome to this .NET PDF library tutorial. In this video, I'll show you how to add text to a PDF document using the Syncfusion .NET PDF library. This includes adding text in standard, TrueType, and CJK fonts, as well as RTL text and complex scripts. First, I will open an existing ASP.NET Core application, where I have already installed the Syncfusion PDF .NET Core package. If you want to know how to get started with the Syncfusion PDF library, check out the video link in the card above, or description below. Now, let me show you how to add text in standard font to a PDF document by clicking this button. I start by opening the index.cs HTML file, clearing the existing code, and adding a button to add the text. To define the action method, I navigate to the Home Controller class and import the required namespaces for this example. Next, I define the action method with the return type ActionResult. Within this method, I create a new PDF document instance and add a blank page. Next, I create PDF graphics to add content to the page. Then, I define two standard fonts, one for the title and another for the body text. The title uses the Helvetica font, size 20, in bold style, while the body text uses the Helvetica font, size 15, in regular style. For the content, I set up a title text and body text. After setting up the title and body text, I use the drawString method to render them on the page. The title is centered by calculating the available width, and the body text is positioned below it within a defined area on the page. After adding the text, I create a memory stream to store the generated PDF and save the document into this stream. I then reset the stream position to the beginning. Next, I close the document to free up resources and return the generated PDF file to the browser for download. Now, let me save and run the application. When I click the button, the PDF file is downloaded. I'll open it. As you can see, the text is rendered using standard fonts, with the title in bold Helvetica and the body text in regular Helvetica. Next, I will add text in the TrueType font. First, I add a button to generate the PDF with TrueType font text, and define the corresponding action method with the return type ActionResult. I reuse the existing code from the previous example with a few modifications. The main change here is the TrueType font. I create a file stream instance to load the font from a local TTF file. Then, I update the title and body fonts to use TrueType. Additionally, I modify the name of the downloadable file to reflect this change. When I click the button, the PDF is downloaded. Upon opening it, the text renders in the specified TrueType font. Next is adding text in CJK font. I add a button to generate the PDF with CJK font text, and define the corresponding action method with the return type ActionResult. I reuse the same code with a few modifications. The key change here is the use of a CJK font. I remove the previous font and drawString code, and replace it with the necessary setup for a CJK standard font. I then add the text on the page using the drawString method. Additionally, I update the downloadable file name to reflect this change. Clicking the button generates and downloads the PDF. The text is rendered in the CJK font. Next, I'll show you how to add complex script text to a PDF document. I add a button to generate the PDF with complex script text, and define the corresponding action method with the return type ActionResult. I reuse the code from previous method. Here, I use TrueType font that supports complex scripts. I create a file stream instance to load the font from a local TTF file, and then use it to create a PDF TrueType font instance. Since complex scripts require special layout handling, I enable the complex script property in PDF string format. I then add the text to the page using the drawString method. Additionally, I update the downloadable file name to reflect this change. Clicking the button generates and downloads the PDF. Upon opening it, the text is rendered with proper shaping and alignment for complex scripts. Finally, I will show you how to add right-to-left text to a PDF document. To begin with, I add a button to generate the PDF with RTL text and define the corresponding action method with the return type action result. I reuse the code here and configure the text alignment for RTL languages. I first remove the existing font definition and drawString code. Then, I create a file stream instance to load the Arial TrueType font from a local TTF file and define the PDF TrueType font using the loaded font. I also configure a PDF string format object. Set the text direction to right to left and align the text to center. Next, I add the title text on the page using the drawString method. For the body text, I load the content from an external Arabic text file using a stream reader, read it, and dispose of the stream reader. Then, I create another PDF TrueType font instance for the body text. Set the alignment to right and add the text to the page. Additionally, I update the downloadable file name to reflect this change. I click this button to download the PDF. When I open it, the title and body text appear correctly formatted in right-to-left alignment in the specified font. That's a wrap! In this video, I showed how to add text to a PDF document using the Syncfusion .NET PDF library in different font types like Standard, TrueType, and CJK, plus RTL text and complex scripts. You can download a working example from the GitHub link in the description below. I have also shared a link to learn about obtaining a free license key to use our file format libraries through our community license. If you found this video helpful, like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.